Everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is, I'm going to say, webinar 21. It's a bit of an impromptu webinar that we decided to run, obviously due to the campaign. So webinar 21 of the year, which is great. This is obviously all around the new campaign that we've launched, the Find Your Place campaign. So thank you for jumping on. Thank you for joining us. I want to thank Chris from Topodium Group as well for jumping on with me to host this one. Topodium Group have done the bulk of the work around this campaign, so massive thank you to those guys. It's just an idea that we had that we hope is going to provide some value to you in general. So yeah, thanks for joining. What we're going to do is basically, obviously, like always, record the webinar. We'll throw it up in the group afterwards, so if you want to rewatch it, if you've got any questions, just throw them into the chat feature as we go, and we'll answer them either as we go or at the end. So think of that. We're going to do 3 stages. Essentially, we're going to talk about why we're running this campaign and the reasons behind it, what the actual campaign is, and we'll run you through this deck. And then we're going to look at the last bit is basically the next steps. So what you guys can do or need to do to get involved and to like and to share. So what you're looking at here is the campaign guide that Topodium Group have set up, and there's a whole load of assets and things that you can take advantage of. So we'll run you through this. So essentially, why did we come up with this campaign? So when I set up the group back in the day, it's grown organically, and there's always been various things that I wanted to do to support the gyms as we go. Obviously, one is to provide in the support of the Facebook group where you guys can help each other. The other one was to save you money, which is where the platform has come from. If I can save you money on suppliers and some freebies and so on. But the third one is to genuinely push people into your business to help you make money as well. So I've had various ideas over the years, and this is almost came at I won't say a good time, because COVID and the lockdowns are never good, but it's came at a time and it's all kind of fitted together. So we came up with the campaign to drive members, new and old, guests, new and old, into your facilities and actually put some money into the till for you. So hopefully this is going to do that as we come into opening through the coming months. So England next week, Scotland a couple of weeks after, and so on. So yeah, so that's the reasons behind it. What the campaign is fairly obvious. As you're looking at it, it's Find Your Place. So we had an idea of the Facebook group is massively mixed. We've got tons of different members and different facilities represented. Some of them are your standard bodybuilding gyms. Some of them we even got hot yoga studios. We've got such a variety. So to call the campaign Find Your Gym, it didn't really fit too well in terms of the mixture of demographics that we've got. So we've came up with the campaign Find Your Place, and everybody's place is different depending on what they're looking for and what they want from a facility. So we're going to run through this slide by slide. Some will be quite straightforward, and those we'll just elaborate on as we go. Hopefully this works. Bear with me. There we go. Right. So the aim, here we go. Create a campaign, a campaign and package of assets to support the reopening of gyms, getting people back into local facilities. So that is the general Find Your Place sort of aim of where we're going. You guys will know this better than me, but generally the first lockdown we saw 20% decline. Lockdown, as each one came along, the effect on membership and people sticking around was worse. Main reasons behind that: financial, obviously you can't get in, and confidence around COVID. So we know members have dropped out, and it's getting those guys back in. So hopefully this will help with that as well. A bit slow. We're looking at 2 types of people to get 2 sort of demographics back in. So the people that are going to the gym already, we hope, but that'll probably be the easier target to drag them back into facilities. My watch is going off then. So the people that are familiar with your facilities, you've got to remind them that you're there and get them back into your gym. But then we're also looking at new gym goers. I think there's 15% of the population are members of the gym or were in the past. There's 85% of the population that aren't members of gyms. So there's a huge market to go at, and hopefully this will attract a few of those guys with some of the imagery and the context behind it. And it's not just all about hardcore gym goers. So there's a good variety for us. It's a little bit slow, this one. You'll have seen a couple of the posts that we did over the last few days. We've started with the middle one, Find Your Independent Local Gym. I posted that, I think that was yesterday afternoon. We did Find Your Strength earlier today. So the idea behind these, and Chris will probably jump in as well if he's got any thoughts, but as I mentioned earlier, we've got such a variety of facilities. we launched with Find Your Strength this morning, and I tagged in Empire DY9 in Stourbridge and Fierce Gym. These are your very much strength and conditioning facilities, but that wouldn't reply if you're not into weightlifting, if you're not a strength athlete, that kind of things. You might prefer playing squash or tennis or MMA, that kind of thing. And that's where you find your sport may come in. You may just want to go to the gym just to take an hour out of your day, and you just do maybe like myself, a little bit on the cross trainer, a little bit of weights, not too much, but more to have a coffee in the bar afterwards, and that's where Find Your Escape would come in. So we aim to give sort of 9 sort of, I say, categories or images where every facility would be able to, or to be represented through these Find Your sort of imagery as well. So these are all available as we go through, and you can see them a little bit closer. Find Your Escape always looks good. We've got a few sites. This one's coming out today or tomorrow, and we've got facilities that are more, I won't say spa facilities, but they're heading along that route. And the Find Your Escape will be for those guys, people who are literally I want to go and sit in the sauna, the steam room, or go for a swim. So hopefully that's going to apply. I'm going to go through these fairly quick because it gives you a great idea of what we've got available. Find Your Focus. So we're looking at personal training facilities where you've got a more one-on-one kind of routine or workout. As we go through, here we go, Find Your Sport. And everybody loves a coffee or a beer afterwards. If you're a licensed facility, that'd be great. Obviously, if you've got your bar area to people jump in, and I think that's just as big a part of the industry as it is to get in and work out and work hard. So it's quite good. There we go, Find Your Happy. We was going to launch with Find Your Happy, but it doesn't necessarily apply to everybody, although everybody probably is happy when they're in your facilities. And then obviously this one is very generic. Find Your Independent Local Gym. So as we're pushing these out on socials, we're using the very specific categories and then interjected with the Find Your Independent Local Gym, which is hopefully all encompassing as well. There we go. Let's give you an overview. So again, keeping it open, keeping it relevant to everybody, and keeping it all on brand. Hopefully this helps you out. My phone is pinging all over the place here. Alongside the main images, Topodium have created posters as well that you can download and use, a little bit more informative. I love this image here, Find Your Independent Local Gym. I'm going to show you the next slide because this is probably where it becomes more relevant. So the very similar images, we've used Jones Fitness. Jones Fitness are I'm going to say a boutique studio gym in Biggleswade, a really great facility. So these guys have done a bit of work with Topodium over the last, I'm going to say the last month or so. They did one of the marketing assessments. So we can brand up, or you guys can brand up these images with your own marketing. So it really ties in, yes, independent gyms as a group, but also your own individual facilities. These are really simple to do. The images will be available for you to drop your logo on. If you can't do that, or if you're not sure how to do that, the guys at Topodium have said they'll do that as well for anybody who needs help for 20 quid. So just a one-off, and they'll send you a bundle of images, posters and banners, or with your logo on here as well. So we'll let you know how to do that as well. And this then just sums up really a little bit of everything for the social media. We've got the collection of messages as we go, and a few more pieces that you can share. And then you probably had a text message this morning from me as well, or a WhatsApp, I should say. All this previous stuff is all about, obviously, on your socials to drive a bit of awareness. But then when you're in the club, we've created these Instagram boards, which have, I think they're awesome. And you can order one of these. If you're a standard member with us, which is obviously the paying membership, we're going to give you one of these completely free. And you can claim that from inside the membership section of the Independent Gyms website. If you're a basic member, you can still grab one of these. It's just $7.95 plus postage. These can be done within the membership category as well. So just jump on there, claim your link. If you're a basic member, we'll just send you an invoice, or if you're a standard member, it will come out for free. But I think these are going to be great. We'll get you to use these in your gym as your members are coming back, and how they found their place in your facility, which I think will be fantastic. And I think we're almost coming to an end there. Coming up with some banners, so you can drop these onto your Facebook pages and so on. Again, we can have your logos dropped in the corner. At the moment, it says led by independent gyms, supported by Topodium Group. So they'll be on all the marketing that we send out. Yours will be, obviously, you can drop your logo in. So it's very much relevant to you guys. And that is the campaign. So hopefully that's been informative to everybody. The next steps are essentially, how do you get these, or how do you get involved, and what are we asking from you, and what do you need from us, I suppose. So I've made a few notes here. All of this imagery, the social media, the banners, the posters, is all available to download via the Independent Gyms documents section. So if I'm going to knock this one, that's rubbish. Let's go to here. I'll show you exactly where it is. We'll give you all these links so you can see. Document directory. It should come into here. I've got to find a gym reopening. No. There we go. Find your place, posters, socials. These are all available to download through here. So first thing to do, jump on, download all these images so you've got them on your well, ready to go. So that's the first one to do. We need some videos. I think you probably saw in the group. We want to post find your place videos of your facilities. So what we're asking is a 15 to 20 second video clip filmed just on your phone. I think it doesn't need to be top quality production, but filmed on your phone. Basically say in your gym, you're COVID safe, you're looking forward to welcoming your members back on the 12th of April, 26th, whenever it may be for your country. So just simple 15 to 20 second videos. If you can film them ASAP and WhatsApp them through to me, or email, or post some details about how to do that as well. So we're going to be sharing those on our socials and tagging in the facilities videos at the same time. Once you've got your documents from here, add your logos on. If you're not sure how to do that, or you can't do that, I'll give you an email address for Chris, who's on the call today from Topodium, and they can help you with that, as I say, for £20 one-off, just a simple £20 fee. And then the last bit is let's just get it shared and get it covered across as many places as we can. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter if you use it. I don't really get Twitter myself, but Facebook and Instagram are the main ones. But let's just share it far and wide. Share your posts, tag us in at Independent Gyms UK, or the relevant handle for the platform, and we'll reshare yours as well. Between us, I think we can really make a massive impact with this campaign, and hopefully drive some people back into your facility. So for me, I think I've covered everything. Hopefully that's answered any questions, or if you've got any questions, fire them through the chat feature, and we can answer them for you. But we're really excited about this. We've had a big impact just from yesterday to today in what we've posted, and hopefully we can keep that going. The beauty of this is we've got such a duration of all the different stages of reopenings, so we can keep firing these out, and we'll and hopefully make some noise for you guys. So there we go. Right then, any questions?
I'm not sure I understand.
My watch is asking.
Rob, I've got just a couple of things to add to what you covered off. Just a few pieces. When people are posting, if you want to use the hashtag find your place, then we can really track the extent of the exposure of this as we move on as well, which would be great. And also we've committed, obviously in that deck you would have seen, there's currently 2 blocks of 9 images. So Rob, if you scroll up to, I think it's page 15, where you've got the second block, there are, no, a little bit further up, 2 more up, I think it is. That one there. So you'll see there's 2 images for each of the 9 find your whatever it is at the moment, and we'll drop in a few more of those over the next month or 2 as well. So we'll constantly be updating some of these images so you've got fresh imagery to use, and there will be some additional video and GIF assets that we'll produce over the next couple of weeks as well. So we'll make sure that Rob and the team have got updates out to you when we've dropped new images into those shared folders. But yeah, other than that, if there's images that you think you're missing that don't represent the facility that you've got, again, send us a message and we can look to add those into update images as we push those forwards.
Fantastic. And guys, you're very quiet today. We normally get a couple of questions. or I normally think of the questions to ask, but I'm stuck in that respect. So I think unless you want to ask anything, you know where I am. Fire me a message if you think of anything in the next half an hour or so. I'm going to get this video edited and posted in the group, and I'll put all the contact points and a summary of what you need to do and where you can get this stuff from. But yeah, on that note, guys, thanks for jumping on. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully this is going to be useful to you guys, and I look forward to seeing all your posts in the coming weeks. So thank you very much. Just need to figure out how to turn this off now. Stop share. Cheers, guys.